But you know what that means.
Welcome back.
Welcome back
to your weekly TIFU digest. Actually, let me correct ourselves here.
Yearly.
Your yearly TIFU digest. That's
Annual.
right. As you can see, it is the start of the year. And in the spirit of being a lousy show, we had scheduled last week to be our yearly TIFU digest and completely forgot.
We totally autopiloted it. So we were just like, yep, TIFU. All right, cool. Done. All right, next.
Yep. So this week we have 4 stories keyed up of the year, the top 4 fuck ups of the year. Right. And yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1, as always, ended on a high note, or technically start the year on a high note, I guess you could say, since we're recapping last year.
Yep.
So,
I mean, yeah, it's been a year of fucking up, and I'm sure there's some really good ones. We've already, of course, kind of peaked, and there's a couple familiar ones, a couple not so familiar ones. So it'll be interesting for sure.
Actually, I have to admit, the 2 that look familiar, I didn't think. Okay, maybe the first, maybe the last one. But the other one, I didn't think that would make it that high, but I do stand corrected. So
yeah, like it was surprising to see those 2, especially because they were not that long ago either.
Yeah.
So
yep.
They really did some work on the voting leaderboards.
Yes. But as always, before we even get into that, it's time for an ad read. New year, new us. Trying to shake it up a little bit. I don't know. I figured the hell with it. But the only thing that is constant is Into the AM partnered with us, baby. That's right. You already know what it is. Links in the description and in the pinned comment, intotheam.com/lousy. Go there right now. You can get your dope shirt, like a graphic tee like this, hat like that, hoodie like that, draws like he's wearing. Draws like I'm wearing. I was wearing Into the AM earlier, took a shower, put on more Into the AM because it's all about Into the AM, baby.
Goes to the veins.
No. But if you go to our link right now, Sam, what can they get?
If you go to our link, which is intotheam.com/lousy, if you missed it the first time, and go pick out some stuff. If you put our code lousy in at checkout, you get 10% off on top of whatever other sale they're running at the moment, which is dope. I actually just received my order of 6 new pairs of underwear from Into the AM, and I used our code lousy at checkout and got 10% off. So
never gonna run out.
Never. I'm gonna get rid of the first couple that I got because there's some holes in them.
You have to frame them.
I might frame them. Maybe I'll auction them off on. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I'm not doing it. It's
frame
them
and put them behind you in frame.
No,
absolutely. People can say, people can know. Like people know now that you rock the underwear. You know what I'm saying? Like they know, but then they don't know. You know?
No.
Nonetheless, if you'd like to get you some fresh draws or any kind of cool clothing, go check out intotheam.com/lousy right now. Again, in the description and in the pinned comment. Go check out their massive selection of shirts, hats, jackets, shorts, pants, everything. They have a massive selection to fit any style that you rock. I can promise you that. I know that because he and I rock 2 very different styles, and look, we're both very happy. So go check it out today, intotheam.com/lousy. And now that we finished that, to keep the lights on, it's time for us to experience last year's fuck ups.
Yep. I think it's actually kind of better this way because we had every single day of the year to get the voting in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, there might have been a last minute little surge on one. So
that's fair. That's fair. However, there is a small problem.
What's that?
Who's reading first?
I am. I just went and checked. You read first last time.
There is no small problem. Only victories.
Put that on a poster and slap it up on your wall in your cubicle.
That is an office. Yeah, no, that's not probably not your cubicle because you're gonna look at it and then slowly feel disheartened every day. Like, no, I am still here. I'm kidding. We recognize it. We've all worked cubicle jobs. We get it. And right hey, some of them are good. Some of them are good. I'll give you that. The one I worked was not. No. Maybe one day when I have the stones to really like deep dive that, we're gonna have a podcast episode of just fucking cans of worms, bro.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
In the meantime, go to Hulu. All right, so you're starting first this week.
Yep.
Number 4, Sam, take it away, bud.
Number 4 for the year of our Lord 2024. Today I fucked up by freaking out my girlfriend's coworkers by taking her out to lunch. Last Friday, I had the day off work and decided to surprise my girlfriend at her job by stopping in to take her out to lunch as her shift was about done. She works at a very large and popular wholesale store that has hot dogs. Wonder which one. She told me beforehand that I could come see her at work anytime and there would be no trouble. I walked in the front door and walked past the card checker girl. She did a double take and asked if I worked there. I replied, no, I don't. I'm here to see an employee, however. I'm looking for blank and blank. She sheepishly got her radio and said, management to front entrance, non-emergency. A manager with the largest tablet I've ever seen strapped to her arm walked up and I explained again why I was there. She called for my girlfriend on the radio, but she was not near her radio. I apparently kicked the hornet's nest and I could hear chatter on the employees' radios. Who's that guy here to see blank? Are we being audited? He looks important. Guys, look busy. I caught glances from just about every worker nearby and I could feel them trying to figure me out. It was at this time my girlfriend got back to her radio and heard the commotion and stepped out of her office and made eye contact with me. She wrapped up her work and we went out to lunch finally. I asked her why there was such a ruckus. She said that I dress nicely and I'm very polite, which are characteristics of a corporate rep who comes in to fire people. That's when she also admitted to me that I sometimes have asshole resting face. I guess I need to smile more. TLDR, I surprised my girlfriend at work and her coworkers thought I was there to perform an audit or fire somebody. Damn. So he's just exuding corporate.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's got a corporate job or something. I don't know.
I mean, in hopes that he does, you know. I mean, you're sitting on a gold mine, though, if you think about it.
That's how you gain entrance to places.
Yeah, well, but you could torture that store forever now. If she doesn't let them know, oh, that's beautiful. You know, just walk in nonchalantly wearing a suit and just like kind of stand off to the distance a little bit. Just kind of keep glancing around. You know they're gonna freak out, dude.
Especially if you like bring in a clipboard or a tablet for yourself. And you're just looking around and like checking to see if there's dust on shelves.
Oh yeah, dude. Just drag your finger across, like, huh? Dude, you guarantee you can see somebody in a like a vest roll, be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry."
You just walk by somebody that's leaning, and you're just like, "Leaning, huh?" Then just write something down on
This would, I mean, like, this could either go really good, where it's the best joke ever, or really bad to where you're going to cause some people like therapy.
Yep. I mean, everybody needs a little bit of therapy, so, you know, why not?
We're just fast tracking.
Let's just speed that up a bit. Yeah.
That's all we're doing. We're just fast tracking.
Hopefully, Costco, I mean, definitely nondescript wholesale place that sells hot dogs.
It could be Sam's Club.
I mean, yeah, but, you know.
If it said chicken bake, then I'm definitely going Costco.
I mean, who's going to Costco for a chicken bake over a hot dog or a pizza? Chicken bakes are all right, but hot dogs way better.
Yeah.
Let me know down in the comments. Yep.
Yeah. Do your thing. Just do your thing. Oh my God. No, I mean, it could be Sam's Club. It could be Costco. I mean, those are the only two big ones, unless there's another one that we're not thinking of.
It's the main two. I'm sure there's a third one that's like way smaller, but nothing's popping into mind right now.
Yeah, like nothing that would be a warehouse style store. Either way, let us know if we're missing one. Let's go to the comments here.
Yep.
First one says, bring a clipboard next time. Don't even put anything on it, just a clip. Yeah, exactly. Like you're on a go. Wait, OP actually responded.
Yep.
Maybe look at my watch and shake my head a lot. Just, dude.
Next comment here is, now I'm curious how to dress as nicely to trigger that behavior on random workers, lol. And OP responded to that one as well, saying a pink and black striped polo shirt, gray jeans, and a gray pea coat, and asshole resting face, apparently.
I mean, that's got to be the key, like, piece. Yep. Asshole resting face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't really look friendly. You have to speak friendly, but you can't look friendly. You got to look like you're a little bit pissed off at all times.
I don't know if I actually talked about this recently on the show, but I had a revelation to myself, and that is, so I have security cameras all around my house, and it triggers, of course, you know, if there's motion or anything. And I just happen to like scroll back, like looking through, just like kind of seeing like the funny clips if there's anything that happened that was like, haha. And I see it was one night, it was like dark, and I get out of my truck and walk by, and the way I look, I now understand why people don't want to talk to me in public.
Yeah.
I look angry all the time. Yep. Like I have this look on my face of like, do not say a fucking word to me. But then you talk to me, I'm like, hi.
Yep. Hi.
Yeah, like,
I'm Joe.
I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. How much? Yes. Anyways, yeah, you stick with it.
Yeah, I don't think this is really necessarily a fuck up on your part. I think this is just a lack of recognizing who is part of their corporate structure.
While I agree, I have a feeling, especially if they acted that way, that there's a much deeper rooted problem in that store. Cause like, yeah, if corporate rolls to town, like if you're doing everything correctly, you're like, okay, corporate's rolling to town. Cool. If you're not doing anything correctly, oh shit, corporate's in town. Like, so
yep. You're not wrong.
Who knows?
Yep.
All right.
Next.
Moving on. Number 3 fuck up of the year. This was 8 months ago. Today I fucked up by not telling my doctor how many TICTACs I eat per day. Okay. So I'm absolutely fucking obsessed with the fruit adventure flavor of TICTACs. That's actually a really good flavor. Let's be fair here. The flavor combined with the soft mush that they make between your teeth when you chew them makes my brain very happy. I actually very much agree with that sentiment. I've been buying them in bulk, where each container has 200 candies each, and they come in bulk of packs of 12 containers. I tend to eat them by the handful while I'm working or gaming, so in a day I can easily slam through 1 to 2 containers.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Now, keep in mind that on the nutrition label, it says the serving size is 1 candy and is listed as having 0 calories, which I thought was awesome because I could have as many as I want. Over the past year, I found that I gained about 40 pounds and nothing about my eating habits had changed as far as I was aware. I told my doctor about it and she was a bit worried, so she had me do a bunch of blood work to see if there was a reason why I gained so much weight in a short period of time. Everything came back normal. She referred me to see a weight loss doctor who would also have me see a dietitian. I had been working with a dietitian for a few months now, and we have me keep a food log. I had a virtual visit with her today, and during it, I was fiddling around with an empty container to keep my hands busy. She saw it and asked where I got such a large container from, so I told her about it and how I eat 1 to 2 of those per day. She asked why those weren't on my food tracker, and I said it's because there's 0 calories, so they wouldn't count.
It's not how that works.
Apparently, I was very, very wrong about this. She explained to me that food companies can label something as being 0 calories if the food serving size contains 5 or less calories. In reality, each individual Tic Tac has about 2 calories. So essentially, since each container has 200 pieces, and I typically have 1 to 2 of those. I've been eating 400 to 800 plus calories per day of Tic Tacs, in addition to all other food I have been eating, which is very likely why I've gained so much weight. TLDR, didn't realize the Tic Tacs weren't actually 0 calories and gained a ton of weight because I eat so many a day. Edit. Just wanted to clarify that I'm aware that sugar will in fact make you gain weight. I'm not that stupid, but I never actually read the product ingredients. I assume they must have been made with something like xylitol or some other artificial sweetener to make them 0 calories, so it never crossed my mind to check. Edit 2. Dang, y'all are brutal, LMAO. But at least some good came out of it, since apparently, like me, a lot of people didn't realize about the less than 5 calories per serving rule can legally be classified as 0 in the US. Personally, I wish we could have the model they do in other countries where they list calories per X amount of grams. Edit 3, my teeth are fine. I actually just had a dentist appointment 2 weeks ago. No cavities or decay. Gums are healthy. Despite my candy habit, I do take good care of my teeth.
Damn.
That's a lot of fucking TICTACS.
That's a lot of fucking. How much are you spending on TICTACs? That's.
I'm gonna hang on. Let's. You know what? This is we don't really usually go this deep into these, but I want to today. I'm just gonna go to Amazon real quick. Just assuming, right? Just assuming that they're buying them from there. Okay, so TICTACS, fruit, adventure.
It has 200
Okay.
candies each. And then whatever bulk package they get has 12 containers of that.
Let's see. So 200 candies. That's a refill and reuse. I don't think that's it. I think it's another one. Oh, found it. Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
So just what's one container worth? Or if it's a bulk thing, we can do the math on it. But
so the bulk is $31.14 as of right now, and it comes with 8 packs of 200 mints per.
okay. Let's see here.
And that's directly from Amazon. So that price could change. Actually, sorry, $32.78 is exactly the number.
Right. So in that case, it's $4 per container if it comes with 8. And so they're doing 2 of those a day sometimes. So you're talking $8 per day over a month is $240 a month on TICTACs.
Well, let's just do this. And let's say they did it for a whole year, which they did. They said that for the last year. 365.
So it's $2,880.
They spent almost $3,000 in TICTACs. Holy shit!
Yeah, when you put it in perspective that way, that's a really nice computer you could buy.
Wow. And that's post-tax. That's post-tax, y'all. Think about that. Holy shit. That is $3,000 in cash that you spent on TICTAC. Now, look, everyone's got their vice. I have my own vices.
Yeah.
Sam has his own vices. Everyone's got their own vices. However, when you sit down and you start to crunch those numbers, holy shit.
Yeah.
You start to go like, is this worth it anymore?
That's what I did when because I used to go to Starbucks like every day. And so, it was like $5-6 a cup of coffee. And so, every weekday at least. So, it was 5 times 5 times, et cetera, et cetera. I was like, I'm spending a lot of money on just a fucking cup of coffee. No. So then I started making my own after that. Yeah. And then eventually weaned off completely until now I drink it every now and then now. But
yeah, I feel you on that. That was actually similar. So for anybody who's been here for a long time, you remember the old days of when we were in the studio, we would always drink Dutch.
Yep.
I still occasionally have Dutch because there's a Dutch Bros literally like 5-6 minutes from my house. So like I can just drive up there, grab one and go. And I was doing that every day. Sometimes twice a day.
Yep.
And I can tell you right now, when you sit down and begin to crunch how much you're spending in coffee, holy shit. And that's not including, and I'm going to be, we all have our vices. So we listen and we don't judge. I like the Rebels. Their energy drinks are really good. I don't drink the Rebels much anymore. I maybe have one every other week now as a little treat, because I found out how much sugar, like if y'all go back and watch our podcast, we have 3 different iterations of energy drinks and like the truth behind them, but we also grade them and we have a full scale and such. I miss those days, man. Those were good days.
We'll do another one eventually.
More so because I liked watching you turn into fucking Sonic. But like we would base it on how much sugar's in them, like the caffeine and things like that. And the amount of sugar and caffeine and whatnot that are in those Rebels is fucking nuts. And when you're buying, this was my order, a large, so their largest cup, peach Rebel. So the peach has sugar in it. It would be double peach, so I get the flavor. Light ice with an 8-ounce can to top it off. So I'm getting a full can plus an 8-ounce can plus the 2 big helpings of peach.
Jeez.
And I was paying $15 a drink. Sometimes having 2 of those a day. When you start to crunch those numbers, you go, first of all, I can't keep that up. And financially, I damn sure can't keep that up. So I make coffee at home now, and I just buy occasional monsters because they are much less expensive.
Yeah.
So
and somehow probably healthier for you too, but geez.
I mean, well, artificial sweet. We talked about this in those episodes. Artificial sweeteners aren't the greatest.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of going back to the TICTACs. Like, you got to be careful about what you put in your body. But at least in those cases, like what they have on those cans, I believe we did our research too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and like we did enough to show like those artificial sweeteners aren't that terrible, but they're not great for you.
Yeah.
If you were because the one that we chose, I believe was the best one of all time for us, was the orange sunrise monster, the orange can, if y'all remember.
Yeah. And
that's the one I drink.
Mm.
It's at least a good middle ground where it's like not great, not bad, you know? So if I'm going to drink one, you know, low milligrams in caffeine, because it's right there at a cup of coffee, and no calories or anything like that. And it, you know, and I do it more for the flavor than anything because I love coffee, but
yeah.
Bringing this back to the story, that's a lot of fucking TICTACs.
It's a lot of fucking TICTACs. Jesus. Yeah, that's a fuck up. And yeah, why you never included that in your, you know, what telling your doctor that is beyond me. But hey, whatever. Yeah. At least you finally got around to it. But I want to read a comment or two here. The first one's funny. It's just, why would I get fat?
Oh, I love that. That just, you know what? When you can hit a meme or a GIF and just knock it out of the park, perfect. Yeah. The next one down, TICTACs are small enough to legally be labeled sugar-free, even though they're almost pure sugar. What?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Dude, can we just, like, for a moment, talk about how fucked the FDA is?
Oh, so fucked. Yeah. It's
like, I am one bad fucking day at the store away from just like living off on a reservation and making my own fucking food. Like, come on, Bessie, time to fucking, you know, like.
I mean, there's been a pretty large push lately of people kind of, you know, either homesteading or urban homesteading, you know, like growing their own crops and, you know, being a lot more conscious about what they eat, which is good. It's because companies have been taking advantage of us for way too long. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, we don't want to have another United Healthcare situation. Anyways, moving on.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching the video so far. While you're here, click the subscribe button to become a lousy listener. And also click that join button. For $2.99, you can have access to exclusive emotes and also get some cool features like interacting with Joe and I. Also, click the link in the description to join our Discord. Back to the video. Yep, moving on. To number 2, which might look familiar to some of you. If not, we will still read it. We will still discuss it. We will relive.
Yes.
But number 2 is, of course, the classic. Today I fucked up by doing anything I want, quote unquote, with my friend if I won games of Mario Kart against her. My friend and I would enjoy playing video games together, but on several occasions, she would want to up the stakes and make things more interesting. Her proposal was that if she won a game of Mario Kart against me, she could do anything she wanted with me, and if I won, I could do anything I wanted with her. Little did she know how good at Mario Kart I was. The first couple of victories were harmless enough. I'd win the race and I'd say things like, "You've got to talk like Wario for the next race," or "I get to borrow your DVDs," most of which was mildly amusing and diabolical for me to ask of her. But the thing about it is that I kept winning. And being the dope I was, I thought I was on a hot streak getting all this free stuff from her. And I played it up like I was some kind of pompous court jester gallivanting across the courtyard. Every now and again, she'd put the same offer back on the table, and I'd keep winning. And she would make her frustration known the more she kept losing races in Mario Kart. And it didn't help that I'd brag about my victories within our circle of friends, celebrating with invisible trophies and spraying imaginary champagne. It wouldn't be until we were older and grown apart that she would disclose to me that she was a little upset by the whole thing, because she would practice playing Mario Kart for hours before racing against me in the hopes of winning. And the reason she wanted to win was because she found me to be handsome and didn't know how to initiate this attraction she had. The whole time she was hoping that I would ask for a kiss from her whenever I would win. But me, being the dumbass I was, kept asking to borrow her Linkin Park albums and to draw buff kittens with sleeve tattoos. So not only did I miss my shot with my friend, I also broke her heart every time I would clinch victory from her on the final lap, performing the miracle last-second overtake maneuver or cackling like a cartoon villain whenever the spiky blue shell of doom would nuke her dreams. TLDR, my female friend wanted to win a game of Mario Kart against me so she could kiss me but never won, and I kept winning and asking her for anything except physical intimacy. Mario.
A moment of silence for the homie.
R.I.P.
Bro, you dumb as fuck.
Bro, yeah. I'm pretty sure we said the same thing last time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is word for word what we said, dude. Like, reliving this, it just makes me realize, like, you know, we were all young once. We were all dumb once. And the good thing in this scenario, I think we actually, like, I think we were worried about this last time, or someone made a comment about it last time. But, like, clearly consent was a thing. You know, she was a very willing patron here, wanting to kiss him. But homie just fucking, like, no-lifed Mario Kart to beat the brakes off of her in a video game. Like, brother, like, you know, nowadays he's probably gonna just be like, fuck.
Yep. I can't remember if he ever mentioned also having feelings for her. I think it's kind of implied because he's missed his shot, is what he said. But yeah, you know, I'm just curious to see if he actually did, or if he was just, you know, just really thought she liked getting her ass kicked in Mario Kart.
However, this is a prime example of us men were cavemen. Bright, flashy light. In the words of a wise Sam of old, bright, flashy light, go good on brain. And that's exactly what happened here. So, ladies, or dudes, or whoever you're attracted to, just understand, if the dude that you're going after didn't pick up on the hint, just say it. Like,
yeah.
We are not going to be like, oh yeah,
we're
yeah,
not
totally
good at taking hints at all. So if you notice a situation like this, and you find yourself in a situation like this, and you're constantly having to draw buff kittens with sleeve tattoos, maybe just ask the dude out, or the whoever out, because worst case they'll tell you is no.
And then also think about it like this: it's a win-win, right? You ask him out, he clearly likes you, y'all have a great relationship, and you get to play as much Mario Kart as you want. Now,
and he'll probably let you
spice
win.
it up. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. My princess, I will do whatever you want. Step on me. What? Like, it's a win-win if you think about it. Like, just be direct. I'm pretty sure this is actually word for word what we said last time. Like, just be direct. It's not that hard.
Next to each other and see what happens. But
yeah, dude. Just side by side comparison. Bing, bing, bing. Like, we got 4 right. Yay. All right, to the comments, just to relive those for a moment. And as you said, do you still have any of the pics of buff kittens with sleeve tattoos? This is the real question.
Yep, never got that answer, unfortunately. The other biggest truth bomb: youth is wasted on the young. Truer words.
Yep.
Truer words.
I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, someone made a comment about the massive Lego collection I have behind me. And it just made me think about the fact of, like, if the youth of today could understand how it feels to be our age, right? And even older, they would not waste their youth away. Because I am enjoying more of my youth now than I ever got a chance to when I was younger.
Yeah.
I just miss having the energy.
Energy's huge. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
why I'm
like,
having a cup of coffee at 7:00 at night.
that's fair. That's fair. And then of course the comment right beneath that. This hit hard.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Hard like a blue shell in the third lap.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep. And
One more.
last but not least, which I think is probably one of my favorite stories of the year.
It's definitely, I see why this one was the top one for sure.
Yep. 5 months ago, crazy to think that I remember when this story came up. Crazy to think we've been doing TIFU for over 5 months now.
Yep. This was one of the first ones he did, I think. Like, you know, in the first half for sure. Like,
yeah, I believe so. Yeah, this one's solid. So if you haven't heard this one, buckle up. Today I fucked up by trying to bang a goth baddie and my wife found out. My 31 male, wife 32 female, and I are in a healthy and happy relationship. That said, we've been together since high school, so we both feel that we missed out a little by being each other's only sexual experiences. We've talked about this at length and decided a few years ago that we're okay with having a few hall passes in our relationship, since we very much intend to stay together the rest of our lives and don't want any resentment over missed possibilities. Plus, it's pretty rare that we could even find such an opportunity, as it's a little hard to find hookups when you're in a committed marriage and don't go out much. We even gave each other advance approval in case a situation arises, so as long as we're safe about it and tell each other immediately afterward. We've both used one hall pass, each with someone we knew well enough but would never see again, and no issues came out of it. In fact, it's only made us more secure in our relationship and how much we genuinely appreciate being with each other. Recently, I had to travel to London for work. I don't normally get to travel for work, so I decided to make a trip out of it and spend a few extra days of my own time in the city after the project was done. My wife couldn't join because she didn't have any vacation time left, but was very supportive of me taking some time to explore since I've never been to London, and she has. Being cheap and being a pretty outgoing guy when I'm so inclined, I decided to stay in a hostel. I remember, brief moment here, I remember in that story, the last time I saw that, I was like, is that right?
Yeah, you're like, I think you spelled a hotel wrong.
Yep. I was interested in meeting other travelers since I didn't know anyone in the city and love being sociable with new people. I chatted with several of the people staying there, and in particular, a very attractive French girl, mid-20s, who dressed super goth. For context, I love the goth girl look. I've been sucked into the goth girlfriend propaganda online, much to the annoyance of my wife. It isn't her style, but she has been nice enough to cater to me by putting on a sexy goth outfit on occasion, since she knows it's a huge fantasy of mine. Still, I pester her constantly to be more goth because I enjoy it so much. Anyway, I ended up spending a little bit of time with goth French baddie. We both went to the hostel's happy hour event and hit it off there. I found out that she was recently single and was in London for an art show. It turned out we were both into emo music, and we talked about our favorite bands. I had the thought that she was acting a bit flirty towards me, but didn't think too much of it until I later found myself sharing a sink with her in the hostel bathroom. The hostel was co-ed, so each floor had a small shared bathroom with a communal sink and a door that was meant to be kept open, but which people frequently close for the sake of having more privacy than just a stall to shower in. So I'm brushing my teeth while chatting up the real-life version of Shadowheart, who, mind you, is wearing an extremely low-cut top, when she suddenly closed the bathroom door behind us. In my mind, my wildest fantasy is about to come true. It's even more exciting because of the adrenaline rush of being in a semi-public setting and a girl being so into me that she would make such a bold move. I can't believe this actually is actually happening to me. I instantly get hard. Then she turns around and asks, "Are you interested in learning about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?" She had me cornered for 10 minutes trying to talk me into salvation while I grew increasingly despondent and immensely disappointed with the whiplash of going from what could have been one of the crowning moments of my life to pure and utter dejection. When I told my wife this story, she laughed for a solid hour. She said it's karma for annoying her about wanting a goth girlfriend. TLDR, light dream was to bang a hot goth girl, thought I was getting the opportunity, but got cock blocked by Jesus Christ. God is real and he hates me.
Oh, such a good story.
Oh man, that's solid. Yes, that top story of the year. Top story.
What a either deflection method or just, man, what are you doing? just trying to convert people in a hostile bathroom while brushing your teeth.
Yeah, to me, like, I really, it's one of the times where I just really wish we had the context from the other person just to know what the plan was.
Yeah, I really wish top comment was, "Hey, French girl here."
Oh my,
Like,
dude, imagine. Oh, that's
just
cinema.
Eating that up, just
going back for seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, and truth be told, I remember when we read this story the first time. I'm pretty sure you and I were just fucking like in stitches for a solid like 3 minutes. Like
it was so out of left field, man. Like it was, you wouldn't have ever guessed that was the next thing she was gonna do.
Yep. I genuinely like. I thought this was one of those stories, and because we've read a lot of stories like this, I thought this was one of those stories when we first read it that was going to play out where like the wife found out and. My initial thought was either A, the wife was leaving and this person's like, and now I'm single, fuck. Or my wife actually banged her first. Like,
yeah,
that's where I thought it was going. And then when we got to that, I was just like,
Well, especially since we read so much Am I the Asshole that, you know, it kind of started out like an Am I the Asshole story for like sleeping with a goth baddie while like technically separated from my wife is what I was expecting, you know? But nope. No, we just had you know, a little bit of an open relationship that you know, he shot his shot and he started to shoot a shot and that shot got blocked by a Bible. Yeah, literally.
God said no, brother.
Yeah. First comment, every woman reading this has a brand new weapon to get away from the guys they don't want hitting on them, which is a good way to do it. But you gotta watch out because some of them will be like, yeah, I already did. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Imagine like, actually, yes, I have. I'm quite a carpenter like he is. Do you want to learn how to work with wood too? Like, just, you know, some motherfuckers out there be pulling some dumb shit. Don't even play with me like that in the comments.
No.
Anyways, the next one, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
I forgot about this response. He was looking for, sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty, but he got, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yes.
Oh, and then not the kind of missionary you had in mind, eh?
Oh my God.
Reddit's good sometimes. This is one of those times.
Cock by Jesus is my new band name.
What's up, everybody? We are Cockblocked by Jesus.
Oh, this is quality. This is how you end a year right here.
Yep, it was a good year for TIFU. I mean, we started TIFU this year, you know, as far as like an official series and not just an occasional thing we did. So we've really been enjoying it. Hope you guys have been enjoying it. Let us know down in the comments below.
Yes. But as always, it's time for us to jet out of here. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we'll see y'all on Saturday. Bye.